Hi, good day to Miss Kanchana, my lecturer for the course LSP401 General English. Today, I'm going to discuss on the topic the strategies of effective communication in improving mental health. Communication is an essential part of our lives, and it is how we connect with the people around us. However, sometimes our communication can fall short, and we may struggle to effectively convey our thoughts and emotions. This can be particularly challenging when it comes to mental health, as our emotion can be complex and difficult to express. That is why today we will be discussing strategies for improving mental health through effective communication. By using techniques like active listening, empathy, and being respectful and understanding, we can create a safe and supportive environment for people to share their experience and emotions. So, let us explore these strategies and see how we can work together to improve mental health outcomes for ourselves and for those around us. The first strategy we can look into is active listening. Good communication is vital for maintaining positive mental health and well-being. However, effective communication is not just about talking, it is also about active listening. Active listening is a technique that involves fully focusing on what the other people is saying without interrupting, judging, or offering advice. By being an active listener, you can create a safe and encouraging environment for the person to express their emotion and thoughts. It can help to reduce feeling of isolation, anxiety and depression, as well as improve relationships and build trust. Active listening involves a few key elements. Firstly, give your full attention to the person speaking. That means avoiding distractions like playing your phone or talking to other people. And do make sure you are making eye contact with the person. Secondly, it involves showing understanding by reflecting back what the person has said, paraphrasing or summarizing their points, and acknowledging their feelings. Finally, active listening also involves asking open-ended questions to encourage the person to elaborate on their thoughts and feelings and to show that you are interested in what they have to say. In summary, active listening is a crucial strategy for improving mental health through effective communication. By practicing active listening, we can create a more supportive environment, reduce feeling of anxiety, and building stronger relationships. Next, the second strategy is be empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feeling of another person. When it comes to improving mental health through effective communication, empathy is the critical factor. When we show empathy to others, we demonstrate that we care about them and that we are there to support them. Empathy helps us to connect with others on an emotional level, which is essential for building strong relationships. It allows us to understand the experience and emotions of the person we are communicating with, which can be particularly helpful in situations where the other person is struggling with mental health issues. To show empathy, it is important to be fully present in that moment and to listen carefully to what the other people is saying. We can demonstrate empathy by acknowledging and validating the other person's feeling even if we do not necessarily agree with them. For example, we can say something like, "Oh, I can understand why you would feel that way," or "Oh, it sounds like you are going through a really tough time right now." It is also helpful to avoid judgment or criticism, as this can make the other person feel even more isolated and alone. All in all, empathy is a powerful tool that can help us to improve mental health through effective communication. Last but not least, be respectful and understanding in communication is also one of the good strategies to improve mental health. Respectful and understanding communication is essential for maintaining positive mental health and well-being. When we communicate with others in a respectful and understanding way, we demonstrate that we value their feelings and opinions and that we are willing to listen to them without any judgment. When it comes to mental health, it is important to remember that everyone's experiences are different. People may have different coping mechanisms, different triggers, and different levels of support. By being respectful and understanding, we can create a good vibe and make people comfortable to share their experience and emotions. To be respectful and understanding, It is important to avoid making assumptions about other person's experience or feelings. We should approach each conversation with an open mind and be willing to listen to the other person's perspective. It is also important to be aware of our own biases and prejudice and to avoid imposing them on others. When communicating with someone who is struggling with mental health issues, it is important to be patient and understanding. We should avoid pressuring them to share more than they are comfortable with and should respect their boundaries. It is also important to be aware of the language we use, avoid stigmatizing language, and use person-centered language instead. In summary, being respectful and understanding is a critical strategy for improving mental health through effective communication. By being respectful and understanding, we can create a safe and supportive environment for people to share out their thoughts. In conclusion, effective communication is essential for maintaining positive mental health. By using the strategies mentioned above, which are active listening, empathy, and being respectful and understanding, we can create a safe and a better environment for people to share their thoughts and emotions. Using these methods can help people to feel less lonely and anxious, strengthen their bonds with others, and experience an overall better mental health. Keep in mind that everyone has their own unique life experiences, and we should listen to others without prejudging what they have to say. As we continue to navigate the challenges of our complex and rapidly changing world, effective communication will only become more and more important. By working to improve our communication skills and using the strategies that prioritize mental health, we can create a better and a brighter future for ourselves and for those around us. So let's continue to strive for effective communication and let's commit to creating a more supportive and understanding world for everyone. That's all from me. Thank you very much.